I wanted to talk with you guys about something that's been weighing a little bit heavy on my heart. Has been a new understanding of seeing things from my past in a new way. It's also been like this mere reflection of what I feel called to do with myself, for myself, as a process of becoming more of the Leslie that I want to be, the empowered Leslie, the loved Leslie, the knowing and having faith, deep trust in herself and in the universe Leslie, by letting go of the old Leslie. The things that have been coming up for me are related to the pain that I experienced. And although I've forgiven intentionally my mom and my stepdad and my dad, there has been parts of me that I'm still not nurturing. So even though I'm on this path of self-growth and personal development and self-love, there's levels, and I can only meet the world with how deep I've met and am meeting myself. And so everything is a mere reflection, from the men that I've dated to the men that I'm attracting now, the friends that I've had, the friends that I'm attracting now, the mentors that I've had, the mentors that I have now, coaches, opportunities, experiences. And they've become more. They've been beautiful. They've been amazing. They've been exactly what I needed to grow, and pieces in a way that it wasn't overwhelming, it wasn't too much. And of course, in the moment, in the midst of it, when you're experiencing these things in your life, these changes that sometimes don't seem like they're going fast enough, it might seem sometimes like it's overwhelming, or it's too much, or it's hard, or it's challenging. But when I look back, it has all been exactly what I needed. And so now I'm feeling, this whole month of May really has been a lot of uncomfortable feelings and emotions. There's like 4 bees that are surrounding me right now. And one of them's just hanging on my towel. And that's like a sign right there. Like, these are the things that, they're almost like reminders, whether it's pain that we're experiencing or joy that we're experiencing. The more that we practice experiencing these things and acknowledging these things, the more profound they become. So this whole month of May has been just a deep reflection of the struggles that I still feel within me, from health and nutrition to my business to relationships, and feeling worthy of love, feeling good enough to be loved. And a lot of that does come from, hello friend, a lot of it does come from being a child and not being able to trust anybody in my life. And I'm never going to be able to move forward in a new direction of being able to not only trust people, but trust the universe, trust and full faith in the unknown. And as an entrepreneur, like my friend, one of my mentors, one of the women has been such a just beautiful, profound person in my life recently, as just a friend, a dear help in my growth. And Jermira, she was actually on my last podcast episode. You know, this whole journey that I want to be on requires faith. Not only in the universe, but in myself, and vice versa. And so, and I'm not saying that I don't have any of that. I do, but there's levels to this. It goes deep. I mean, there's so much depth in how far we can grow, how far we can love, how much we can love, how much we can feel, how many opportunities we can take advantage of, how many opportunities we can miss, how much love we can miss, how many experiences we can miss. It can go either way. And so as we're going through this journey, it's like, okay, I'm ready for a new level. But before I can get to that new level, I have to look at myself and say, okay, what's happening though? How is the beliefs that I have, or the limitation of, or not even limitation, but possibly not yet looking at these parts of you, or nurturing these parts of you, or unpackaging these old parts of you, acknowledging, processing, and letting go of these old parts of you. That's like the gateway, right? It's like the door. And once you open that door, it's like, you know that you want something new. But it can be very overwhelming. It can be very scary. You don't know what's on the other side. You don't even know who you're going to become, or the old identities that you're going to let go of. And what I've learned this month is, if I really want to pour into the world and just give the way I want to give, I have to make sure that I'm pouring inside of me 10 times what I am doing now. And of course, all of this is steps. All of this is in increments. All of this is 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 100. It's not this like boop, boop. And that's when we can feel that overwhelm, when we're doing too much too soon. And it's good to be uncomfortable. It's good to be stretched out of your comfort zone. But that's all self-awareness, right? That's the beauty of having self-awareness, of understanding, being able to sit with yourself and reflect. So as I expressed to some of you in my stories who watch my stories, for those of you that don't watch my stories, because I'm sharing on there daily things that are going on in my life. And I think it's a really beautiful thing, because as you can see, like the good, the bad, the dark, the fucking funny, the crazy, the silly, the playful, like there's all these sides of us. And as we're getting to know ourselves through this journey of intentionally living for ourselves, through ourselves, with ourselves, because we care about ourselves and we want something better for ourselves and for our family, and just to be the best, maximize our fullest potential here, we start to see these different parts of us. And not all parts of us are going to be pleasing and exciting. And a lot of parts are going to be challenging, because it'll remind us of the pains or the experiences or the doubt or the fear. But what that also does in turn, when we learn how to process that and not be mad at ourselves for it, or at those that were involved, it opens a door for compassion. It opens a door for empathy and understanding. Massive self-awareness, obviously, because if not, you wouldn't even know that that is something that you're hurting from or dealing with, or still bringing with you to this present moment in all your relationships and all your communication, attitudes, conversations. I mean, if we bring this baggage with us to this next phase of our lives, we can only meet people with how deep and how comfortable and how much love and how much forgiveness we've met with ourselves. And it'll reflect back to you because it'll feel uncomfortable. And that's a good thing, because then you can reflect with yourself and ask yourself questions and be able to get this new understanding. It's like when you have this problem, whatever you're feeling, this discomfort in whatever you're feeling, obviously it's there to bring awareness to you. And then through being there in this moment of discomfort, and then taking the time to journal, taking the time to sit with yourself alone, not hanging out with people, not trying to cover up the noise. And that's something else that I learned about myself, is like, I need to work. Like, no, you don't. How about you just chill the fuck out? And it's like, that's my identity. And if I'm not working, I'm not being productive, and then I feel bad. And so that's also something that's being very reflective to me. You can't go and try to pound this thing out. You can't go and, I mean, you can, but you're just making it a lot more difficult for yourself, as opposed to first aligning yourself, being quiet with yourself, getting to know what it is that you what's happening inside here. A lot of the times it's all the noise of the external world, all the noise of your bosses or your coaches or your mentors or your mom or your dad or your family or society or the TV or shows or whatever movies you watched, and you don't even know what voice to listen to. So that just leads to more confusion and more confused action, and then it's just like you feel like a chicken with its head cut off. You're just going in all these directions and nothing feels right. That's a clear sign, right? Take a step back. Be with yourself. Put pause on the world and all the things you need to do. And of course, I know there's going to be things that, if you have kids and families, but you can make time for you. You can make 5 minutes to journal or to breathe or to go for a walk. And then even when you do go do those things, are you with music always in your ears? Are you always need to have something stimulating you? So it was just really reflective for me, because I've learned that those are really coping mechanisms. Wow, it's such a beautiful bird. I think it's a woodpecker. It's so pretty, watch. You see him on the tree? But yeah, so that's some insights that I've had this week, and I'm thankful. I'm excited, because I know that on the other side of this is so much more. And that's what I was leading to, when we're in this problem mode, fixing the problem mode, and then we take that step back. Now we expand our perspective. These things about myself I knew, but I didn't know them to this degree, to this level of, oh, interesting. Look how you have this group coaching program. You're actually not pouring into yourself as much as you used to before. For one, I've noticed my spiritual hygiene get a little bit lazy or a little bit dull. And so that brought that reflection to me. You see what I'm saying? If it wasn't uncomfortable, I would never know. I would just keep on doing that thing because it's working. But when something's not working, you'll know because of the discomfort that you feel, or something has gone to an extension of its purpose in your life or its benefit in your life. The battery dies, right? These things are there to show you hey, this needs to be changed. And so that same thing has happened with me in this new perspective of, wow, Leslie, you know what? Yeah, you have been pouring into yourself and giving yourself love, but there's more that you can do, and you know it. And I do. I absolutely do. I want to get deeper in my spiritual connection with the divine and just everything that I know is out there loving on me and appreciating on me and guiding me. There's more things that I can do, more processes, more tools that I'm now ready for because of the foundation that's been built in terms of making this a part of my daily routine and making these things a part of what I do, and a desire and a core value and a principle that I live by. You see what I'm saying? So if I want to get to that next level, then you got to change the game. And there's a beautiful quote that says something to this effect, or something to these words, that in order to get to the next thing, or in order to do something new, you can't get there by doing the same things you've been doing that has led you up to this point in your life. And it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. If I wanted to make a brownie recipe, I'm not going to follow the chocolate chip recipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wanted to make a vegan brownie dish, I'm not going to follow the regular brownie dish and then take out the eggs. I'd need to add something else in there to create that same consistency and stability in the structure of the food. And that's the same thing with me. Like, I'm ready to go to this. I'm ready to do more. I'm ready to pour in more. I know. But if that's what I really want to do, same thing with my relationships. The vision that I have of the relationship that I have, the one that I'm manifesting, is just so beautiful. Is two people growing and becoming more and elevating each other in a sense of encouraging alignment and connected to spirit, to self, to each other. If I want to have that, there's new levels that I have to meet myself at, by myself, right now, before that person comes into my life. Same thing with all my soulmate clients, all my future soulmate clients, all the community that I want to create, the nonprofits that I want to build one day, the team that I want to lead. You think that it's just going to like, bada bing, bada boom, here it is? No, like, it's going to take me being able to receive this and allow it in and be that woman that I want to be, that I know I can be. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and really just encourage you all to understand that the discomfort that we feel is not bad, just like being sore after working out. And some of you might love being sore because you're like, yes, I did it, I worked out. Some of you might hate it, but either way, it's information that your muscles got torn and now we're rebuilding. You need that resistance to grow. And that's the same thing internally. So I hope this video encourages you in some way. If it did, please let me know one takeaway that you received. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel so more people can see this content. And like this video and share this video with someone that you know will benefit from it. As always, much love. Until next time.